is brick and dick out here, but when you're just fucking obsessed with the mission, nothing can stop you, right? I kid you not, I have 3 hoodies on right now, bro. And I have a shirt and an undershirt on. right. I have 2 pairs of pants on and shorts. I always wear shorts, but it's fucking cold, so I want you guys to know how fucking dedicated I am to the mission. So many people are living inauthentically, and that really fucking disgusts me, I'm not gonna lie. Because inauthenticity is genuinely like the root of what? If I was gonna put a number to it, I feel like I could comfortably say inauthenticity is probably the root of like I was gonna say 80% of people's mental suffering comes from inauthenticity. Yeah, I feel like that's actually pretty reasonable. Like, wow. Most people are just so identified with the false self. It's actually pretty fucking ridiculous. Most people don't even know who their true self is, you know? And that's unfortunate, honestly, because when you can genuinely fall in love with your unique self, that's the only way you can fall in love with life. I need you to understand this. Like, I really, really need you to understand this. Your reality is you. like this is the metaphysics, okay? Right, we're just gonna get esoteric here for a bit. You project your mental state onto the physical plane. Mental plane, cause, physical plane, effect. Cool? Awesome. Unfortunately, this physical plane, since it operates in space-time, there's a delay on it, right? There's a delay from when we go from mental to physical. Okay, cool. So we create our physical through a delayed reaction of our mental, of our internal state. Our internal state is composed of our beliefs, both our self-beliefs, our identity, and our world beliefs, our paradigm. Our internal state is composed of our attention. What are we putting our attention to? Attention manifests in time, in energy, in money. What are we putting our, your inner world is also composed of your emotionally charged thoughts. All these spiritual motherfuckers say thoughts create reality, thoughts create reality. Only half true. You need emotion for the thought to penetrate the subconscious and thus be able to actually birth a reality. The subconscious is the womb of the mind, right? It represents the feminine principle of the mind. The feminine is the creator of all. The mother of all is the feminine principle. I want you to think about this. Does a man make a baby inside of him? No, only the woman. Now, a man is required to start that process. This is where the masculine principle comes in. To structure, to begin, to spark the feminine, to intend the feminine, right? To bring the feminine, to channel her. But inherently, the feminine does all the work here, right? The feminine is responsible for the creating here. As I'm in the flow of creating this video, this is the feminine, this is the divine feminine moving through me. This is how all creating happens. Okay, cool. You create your reality. And thus, if you don't understand that your reality is you, like these are one. In the Gospel of Thomas, Jesus said, the Father's kingdom is within and outside of you. He said, the kingdom of heaven is spread out upon the earth. People don't see it. This one is kicking so much ass that it's moving this fan. That's fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. That's really fucked up. This is fucked up. I'm cold. Your reality is you. And the thing is, the kingdom can be here right now if you have the perception to perceive it. Right? But the thing is, you can only have that perception of love for your reality if you have that perception of love for your reality's creator. You see what I'm getting at here? If you don't love yourself, you'll never love your life. That's a bar. Write that down. And the thing is, like, you've been programmed to not love yourself because you've been denying your unique self, and thus it's been manifesting in shadows, unconsciously, unhealthily. You've been identifying with the false self, that was created, the programming that you've been identifying with, that was created out of a repression of your unique self. And so you're like, oh, I gotta be this other person instead. Okay, I'll be that motherfucker then, because I guess that'll get me liked or loved, because that's what we truly desire, right? None of us are here to be fucking liked. Like, who cares? Like, people are, oh my god, people are so obsessed with being liked, bro, and that shit's like, what? I get it. I used to be a people pleaser, right? I still struggle with people pleasing at times. Not really though. I'm just like, what? Fuck you, bitch. Like, I'm so embodied in my persona, in my authenticity, because inherently this is my unique self. This is who I am. And that is beautiful. And that is cosmically designed. And that is let me just be real with you right now. I didn't love myself for a long time. For real. Like, genuinely. Even up until, like, November, December last year, it was still hard for me to say I love myself. Genuinely. It's not hard anymore. What, boy? I'm fucking in love with myself. 'Cause I'm fucking amazing. I'm in love with life. Life is fucking amazing. I'm in love with mother. I love mother. In all of her beautiful expressions, especially women. But I only got to this place of being in love with life, and especially all life, really feeling connected to the whole, because I started here. Now, granted, having an understanding of the whole allowed me to appreciate myself more, which is why I teach metaphysics, because I believe that all suffering is actually caused by your perception being too narrow. It's like you can't actually get out of your own head. You can't see the bigger picture. And so it's like you can't actually fully perceive your intention. You can't fully perceive your purpose. You can't fully perceive the experience that you're having and its purpose. And thus, since you're not able to fully perceive it, that is the reason you're truly suffering, right? It's not about the experience itself, it's about the perception that you're putting upon it. Perception is experience. Very simple. Because at the highest truth, Spirit, the one infinite creator, God, is already perfect and eternal. And thus, since nature was made in the image of the creator, Corpus Hermeticum 2.90 says, "Holy art thou, whom all nature is the image." Thou, referring to God. It's like the earth is also perfect, right? Jesus said it's on earth as it is in heaven. But it's only if we have the perception to perceive it, because unfortunately the mind, right, the intellectual man, the intellectual man is the link between the spiritual man and the physical man, right? The mind is the link between the physical and the metaphysical, the material and the immaterial. And so we have to understand that all of our experience of suffering is really just right here. Now, do we experience physical suffering? Yes, but that's a delayed effect of what happened in here. You get what I'm saying here? It's like, it's not that we don't experience that. Like, of course, this is a cart. Like, we are living a human existence, a human experience. You can't deny that, right? That'd be spiritual bypassing. That'd be delusion, right? That'd be living in La La Land. I was there for a couple months, I'm not gonna lie. But, it's okay. You got to come back to like the physical plane. Like, you are a person here. You are a human, right? But you're not just human. You are the divine having a human experience. And we need to always remember that. You are the divine having a human experience. You are true self that also has a unique perspective to share, a unique quality of intimacy, a unique quality of intimacy to share. You also have a unique capacity to share. You have a unique perspective. You have a unique way of seeing things to give. You have a unique quality of intimacy, a unique way of experiencing and being experienced. You have a unique capacity. You have a unique gift to serve and to expand and to help and to contribute to the collective, to this game that the one plays to infinitely know itself and love itself and experience self on deeper and deeper and deeper levels. We are all a part of the cosmic symphony, and we all have a role to play. We're all a part of the beautiful love story of the cosmos, and we each have a chapter to contribute. Yo, if that doesn't make you like jump inside, I don't know what does. And so like, I need you to stop being obsessed with being liked, because the thing is, like, you don't actually want to be liked. That's like programming from the false self. You want to be loved, because that's what we're truly here for. I mean, that's what we are. Reality is love. We are all interconnected through the field. However you want to refer to the field, quantum, physicists refer to it as the quantum field. Quantum entanglement proves this, that we're all interconnected. What happens to one particle happens to another simultaneously, no matter the distance. Why? Because distance is a construct of space-time. It doesn't matter, right? At the highest truth, space-time isn't real, and so it doesn't matter like how far. Like, that's not a thing. To the one infinite creator, like, there is no space. There's no time. There only is. Quantum entanglement, the quantum field, if you want to refer to it as that. Taoism refers to the Tao, the field that interconnects us all. The Hermetists refer to it as the all, the infinite living mind, spirit, consciousness. Brahman, the Hindus refer to it as. This field of reality that interconnects us all. Eros, my teacher Mark Gaffney, that's from the Kabbalah tradition. Eros is the experience of radical aliveness, moving towards and desiring ever greater contact, ever deeper contact, and ever greater wholeness. That field connects all of us, right? We're all interconnected. We all have a role to play in this interconnectivity. And the thing is, it's okay if you're not completely sure of what your role is yet. That's fine. But it's like, you have to understand that you are only suffering not because, like, God is rushing you. Like, God's giving you all the time in the world. God is the omniscient, all-knowing creator. And so, God already knows your path. I was chilling. Not to characterize God too much, right? But I need you to understand that the only perception of fear, of limitation, of struggle, of non-worthiness that you have is this programming that's been put upon you. It's not actually you. I really need you to understand that. Because when you can truly understand that, that is when you'll truly be able to shift your reality. When you can truly get to the root of your beliefs, unroot them, shift those beliefs, right? Step out of the false self and more into the true self. Into the unique self. That's when you'll be able to shift your reality. When you can love yourself, you'll be able to love your reality. You know what I mean? You're not here to be liked. Stop trying to be. You're here to be loved, right? But here's the thing, right? People don't want to be hated. And so they choose to be liked instead. No. Here's the thing. Since love and hate are just two poles of the same spectrum, right? It's just the degree of relationship, the mutuality, the connection, however you want to describe it, whatever. It's kind of hard to put words on these things, right? But they're just two poles of the same thing, right? And then closer to the middle, we have dislike and like, and then we have like neutral, like no one really gives a fuck, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's like these are just varying degrees of the same pole. And since we live in a polarized universe, since duality is very real experientially in our universe, we have to understand that with hate must come love. With love must come hate. And so if you only strive for, this middle bullshit, this neutrality, you'll just get people that like and dislike you. Well, I mean, I guess, but that's not what you truly desire, is it? Because you want love. You want recognition. You want validation even, maybe. I get that. But, validation doesn't have to be all that. Validation can be a beautiful mirror that reflects your beauty and your power to you. That's gorgeous. You are not here to be liked. You're here to be loved. So stop with this bullshit of like tiptoeing around, people pleasing, not being polarizing. Be your authentic self. Your authentic self will polarize people. It will push people from here in the middle, here. I say a lot of crazy shit. I say, funny shit. I say one-liners, whatever. I curse a lot, whatever the fuck. I have very polarized spiritual beliefs. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm very penetrating with who I am. That's lit. Because I know that my peeps are going to come. And you know what? I also know I'm going to attract people that hate me, who are going to keep watching me, and eventually I'm going to fucking polarize them from hate to love. I'm going to get them to shift. I'm an alchemist, remember, baby? Come on. Fuck this being liked shit, bro. When you're too busy being obsessed with being liked, you don't even love your life. You don't even like your life. And so, why not be obsessed with being loved? And I don't mean this bullshit of like control or ego love, of like specialness, of like, oh, you just make me feel special. No, I mean someone who truly recognizes you. I mean truly feels you. Someone who truly desires you. Someone who truly wants you. Who yearns for you. And this doesn't have to just be in a sexual sense, right? I have plenty of friends who I love that connection. I feel very allured to connecting with them and with having an intimate experience through conversation with them, through exchanging with them. You know what I mean? Exchanging our energy. We get, we're something my teacher Mark has been teaching me a lot recently is that eros, the erotic, isn't solely tied to the sexual. The sexual models the erotic, but the erotic is life. Life is desire. Life is allurement. What brings protons and electrons together? Allurement. And that creates atoms. What brings man and woman together? Allurement. And that creates more babies. People. The masculine and feminine principles are all coming together because of allurement. You have these things in your life that you feel allured to. It's because that inherently through the field, right, through the infinite interconnected field, you have these handful of relationships that are stronger, that are more desirable, that are more intense, that are more interesting. These are your creative allurements. These are your intellectual allurements, your physical allurements, your spiritual allurements. However they manifest. I have many allurements, which is why I wholeheartedly preach the holistic approach, because I believe that everyone else does as well, and now we've just been repressing them. Right? So it's like, fuck that. Mind, body, spirit, create. All of it. All of it. What do you truly desire? If you can understand that, and you can do it, you'll love life 100 times more. That's a fucking guarantee. when I really started stepping into these things that I love and I desire, back in October 2019, when I started really opening myself up to dancing again, and I wasn't embarrassed to just dance, and I actually just allowed myself to fucking dance. And now I'll fucking dance in public. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'll be fucking walking around the fucking street, and I'll fucking be going crazy to fucking Footloose about oh, if it kind of Footloose, mommy, shake, shake for me. What you talking about? Like, bro, I get crazy. Like, what are you talking about? I ain't lying, I'm about to bump that after this. When I started making content again, especially like videos, and I started writing again, like, oh my god, these are my loves. Teaching and coaching and like really connecting with people and having deep, real, genuine connection with people where I really get to shift their mentality and really help them. I mean, this is why I really do what I do. Like, inherently, like, as much as I love making content, I love helping people one-to-one more. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's like, hey, if you're interested, I have a free 30-minute coaching call in the description. Check it out. But I'm obsessed with like helping people see that who they are is amazing. I'm obsessed with helping people see that what they have to give is amazing. I'm obsessed with with helping people see that what they desire is amazing. People like in the spiritual community are always talking about deny your desires and shit. It's like, no. Deny the false self's desires. Like, false self, okay. I didn't say that shit yet, but I'll kill that motherfucker any day. Niggas know how I feel about the false self. Fuck the false self. Always fuck the false self. Always false self, okay. But it's like, bro, deny the false self's desires. Absolutely. Embrace unique self's desires. Embrace the shadow that you've been repressing. You do that, like I said, you'll start loving life 100 times more. Like, I guarantee that. Like, I have felt experience of this over the last year and a half. Like, I'm not just I'm not just talking out of my ass here. Like, I'm genuinely in love with my life. It's pretty cool. And so I just want to help more people feel this way too. You feel me? If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Jaden. I'm a Renaissance man. I'm a spiritual teacher. I wholeheartedly believe that the holistic approach is the only approach. Thus, I've dedicated my life to mastering mind, body, spirit, and creating. And through my dedication to the holistic approach, I deliver a unique philosophy that helps people really understand and perceive mental health and purpose and creativity blocks a different way through the lenses of non-duality, metaphysics, esotericism. I'm dedicating my life. Like, I'm 21 years old, and I just know that I'm gonna spend the rest of my life helping as many people as possible live their most free and authentic lives by helping them, one, understand who they truly are, which is why I'm so dedicated to spirituality and mental health, because I need you to understand that you are absolutely a unique self, a unique aspect, but you have a cosmic purpose. You are not just a separate, unique self, but you are interconnected with the whole. You are one with the field of reality, and that you have a role to contribute. You have a unique capacity to give, a unique perspective to give, a unique quality of intimacy to give, and that you are value to the cosmos. That's why I'm so committed to being a spiritual teacher. But at the same time, like, what is it for if you're not really expressing yourself, right? And so, one is understand who they truly are, right? Know who they truly are. But two is express who they truly are, which is why I'm obsessed with art and content and business. So if my mission resonates with you, if you're like, yo, this Jaden guy's kind of cool, he seems like he's interesting, drop a sub. I'd appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna stop yapping. Do it today. Be better for it tomorrow. Stay blessed. Stay alone. Catch you on next vid. Fucking brick out here.